Hello folks, R1 here. I haven't had a lot of time to play War Thunder since the new patch was released, so I fired up the game. Didn't even have my recording software going at the time, and figured I'd jump into Sherman and just see how things lie now after the patch is in place. And to my dismay, I ended up on Kursk. See, in my opinion, the Sherman, this is the basic M4A1 with the 76mm, in my opinion, the Sherman is best at medium to short ranges, and I was a little dismayed because that's everything that Kursk is not. Kursk is more of a sniping map, but I began to notice certain changes in the map. I think some of the terrain features have changed a bit in the last patch, and there does seem to be a little bit more cover. So I decided I might as well do a bit of exploring while I'm here, see what's up on the map now, and see what kind of opposition we're up against. I suspect we're going to be up against quite a few tigers, since they excel on this map in particular. And I noticed that we do seem to have a little bit more trouble getting going. We've got the new terrain effects in place, and they do seem to give me very good traction going up this soft, grassy hill, but they also seem to slow me down perhaps just a little bit more. Well, that's alright. As soon as I crest the hill, I started picking up a good amount of speed. And I started scanning the horizon, looking for enemy vehicles. There's a little bit of haze in the air today on this map, so that's not too bad. Visibility is actually pretty good. The far ridge is where I think I'm going to encounter my first opponents. And these binoculars are very, very handy now. And almost immediately I spot a puff of smoke, gunfire from a Tiger tank over there on the far ridge. Well, we're going to bring it to a halt, and I'm going to see if I can penetrate his armor from this range. Close, but no hit. I'm going to have to range this in a little bit. Closer still. Need to raise my gun a little to the right. There we go. Got his rear track just a little bit more. Oh, the track again. Alright, a little higher and to the right. There we go. I didn't penetrate, but now I realize there's two tigers over on that ridge. This could be bad. And they're splitting up, which is probably wise. I hit the other tiger, and he's backing off, getting better cover. Now, at this point, I turned stupid. I should have began an evasive maneuver right now. He's hunkering down and he's ranging me in. But I get greedy, and I keep trying to penetrate that flat armor plate on the front of his tank, and I hesitate too long. I take a direct hit. Doesn't take me out, but it kills a lot of my crew, and it damages my engine. I can't go anywhere. My repair time is well over a minute. Take another hit, my loader's gone. My reload time is now astronomical. I can't do anything but sit here, return fire, and take the shot as it comes in. It's only going to take one more. And that punches through the front of my tank like a hot knife through butter. Right through my front plate. See, the Tiger is an open country tank. It has excellent penetration at range, and this is how most of the Shermans in the war got taken out. They got caught at range and blown up before they could get into their own effective range. And I walked right into it. So I don't have very many points at all, but I have just enough to get in this. The M15C GMC. The Flak Tub. I'll be honest, I almost just exited out of the match right now. There are a few maps that I can think of where I would like to be running around in this thing less than on Kursk. There's very little, if any, cover, and this thing is a huge target. They've put this armored tub on the back of this half-track to house the 37mm gun and two pretty decent 50 caliber machine guns, but it's huge. It makes the vehicle very, very top-heavy. So on these rolling hills on Kursk, if I make one false move, I'm going to end up rolling this thing right on over. And that's embarrassing. Not to mention the fact that the big tub back here on the back doesn't really do much at all to protect your crew. I suppose it might help against harsh language, but that's usually about all the protection you get. Not only does this tub not provide any real armor protection, the inside of it is lined with ammunition cases. So it's a great big flat bullseye for the enemy to shoot at that shows them exactly where your crew is and where all your ammunition is stored. This, for me, is the most difficult flak vehicle in the game to be successful in, especially in a realistic battle. But, well, you know what Ranger 1 always says at a time like this? Ranger 1 always says, what the hell? I spot a dot in the distance. It's a Stuka coming in. He's out there a ways and I'm still moving, but why not? I'm going to lay some fire in on him. And amazingly, cut his wing right off with the first burst. Wow, I really didn't expect that. Okay. Interesting. I kind of started grinning at this point because I'm thinking, you know, this match is either going to end very quickly and very badly, in which case I'll just move on. Or it's going to be one of those goofy matches where you do surprisingly well despite the odds being stacked against you, and I kind of had a feeling that, well, maybe this match wouldn't turn out too bad. I looked down and checked my ammunition and realized, oh, perfect. I've got default ammunition in, which means no matter what I shoot at, I've only got a 50-50 chance of actually doing anything significant to them, whether it be a ground target or an air target. So, perfect. That just goes hand in hand with the rest of this match so far. There's a certain synergy to that, I suppose. So, we're going to go ahead and accelerate directly toward the ridge in front of me. I would normally say, let's be a little cautious, but you know what? There's really not much point. I know the enemy is dead ahead over that next ridge, and there's a lot of fire going back and forth near the B capture point. Might as well get stuck in. So I accelerate down this little incline and head straight for it. And that's when I spot over to the right. There's an enemy flak vehicle over there. I can't make out what it is just yet. But he's over there on that ridge to the right. I'm going to need to get in a little bit better position to get a shot on him. Careful, and there he is. It's an Ostwind. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can... Nope, I'm at the wrong angle. My own cab is getting in my way. It's a drawback of this particular design. So let's back it up and turn it. Here we go. Let's rain some fire down on his head and see what happens. He's not even looking at me at first, and I drop a big bushel load of lead right down the open top of his vehicle. He starts backing off, moving, trying to reposition. He spots me and he starts raining shells in, and believe it or not, this stupid bucket that I'm sitting in actually absorbs a couple of the rounds at this range. I think that's a first. Everything else that's ever been fired at me is punched right through. I managed to set him on fire, and he starts cooking over there, and finally one of my teammates is going to go ahead and finish him off. I will pick up an assist for that. Are we sure he's dead? This point? Well, always double tap. Yeah, okay, he's dead. Well, an air kill and an assist on probably the only thing on the ground that I get hurt in this match. Fortune is smiling, so let's go for... And there's a Stuka almost directly overhead. I almost completely missed him. Let's wheel this tub around. See if we can get in a few shots here as he peels away. I got some hits on him, but he's not going down. I did not hit him with my high explosive ammunition. That's the problem with default ammo. 50-50 shot of actually doing any harm to the target you're shooting at. But that's alright. I'm going to keep firing at him, but he's really pulled out of my effective range at this point. If I get any hits at all at this range, it's going to be pure luck, and well, I finally stop. I realize all I'm doing really is giving away my position, and the enemy is just over that ridge to my left. And there's another Stuka. I might as well stay where I'm at and see if I can have a little bit better luck this time around. I'm sure that fellow that I just wounded will come back for me eventually, so I might as well just stay right here. This one's turning. He's going to come right back over me. Is he coming for me? No, he's going for my teammates that are trying to take the cap. And I managed to blow a big, huge hole right through his right wing, and he goes down. Okay. Alright. I can handle that. That's fine. It's a lot better than I thought was going to happen in this match, so I'm not going to complain. However, I'm going to reposition a little bit. The Stuka that I wounded is either going to be heading back to base to rearm, or he's got bombs left and he's going to hit the cap, or he's going to try and machine gun me on the ground. And I'd rather not make myself an easy target for him when he comes back. And there he is. He's coming almost directly overhead. I've got to angle my vehicle a little bit, pull back. Come on, buddy, you can do it. You can do it. Come on. Perfect. Took off his wing. So I will take a moment and tell the rest of my team that their sky is now clear. We capture the enemy base, and we are, amazingly enough, going to take this match. You just never know. It always pays to hang in there and not bail on your team. I usually don't ever do that, but again, I was really tempted, but I'm also really glad that I didn't do it. Not a great match, but a lot better than it could have been. That's all I've got for you for right now. Until I see you again, good hunting. Thanks for watching. I hope you were entertained. If you liked the video, please remember to subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you. And I'll see you next time.